Joe and Gina Mistretta bought this potted Scotch pine 34 years ago when it was about 3 feet tall.
It looks different every year. Some years are good, some years are not. You happen to catch it on a really good year.
In 1983, it was so small it could only hold one string of lights. And when the holiday was over, out it went, not to the trash or recycling bin, but to a new year-round home in the yard.
It's got its own shape, it's got its own character, but it's still growing.
A few years later, Joe and Gina had 2 little boys who grew to love Christmas morning around their tiny tree. Now 27 and 31, it's the only Christmas tree Michael and Joseph have ever known.
If someone is more traditional for a triangular tree, that's great, but it's really what the tree represents.
It's like people, it has good years, bad years, but even when we thought it wasn't going to make it, they were like, what to do? Well, you can't get rid of this tree, Dad. This is our tree.
While it looks more like a Christmas bush, with a little TLC, it continues to thrive.
I enjoy trimming it. I go out there, I spend a little time with it, and how you doing today? Oh, you're doing good. Don't worry, I'm going to clean you up a little bit.
He's a tree talker.
So, yeah, I'm a tree talker now.
He's repotted the tree 4 times. It even survived a fire. The home's front door had to be doubled in size so the nearly 300-pound tree can still be rolled in.
I mean, there is no perfect life. There is no perfect tree. We like it that way, and the ornaments that we put on it are not perfectly put in the perfect spot, but they mean something to us. So these are birds from my mom's tree, 1940. We have Lake Tahoe. This one Michael made in kindergarten.
The tree is a time capsule of their lives. It was here when Gina's parents were alive and shared the holidays with them. It was here when Michael was diagnosed with leukemia at the age of 13, and 5 years later when he went into remission.
It's really a family member. You bring it in and going, okay, it's time for you now, come on. I've taken care of you the whole year. Now it's your turn. Showtime.
It definitely represents tradition. It brings back memories.
And it will continue to be here as the family makes new memories. After all, the Scotch pine could well be around for another 100 years.
There's so many people that have touched our lives, and have been part of that tree. We're getting older, and the tree is getting older with us, and it's growing with us.
For CBS This Morning Saturday, Mireya Villarreal, Los Angeles.
I love this story.
Yeah.
Like people, it has good years, it has bad years.
That's exactly it, and it is what a tree should be.
Yeah, exactly. It's family's life all wrapped up in it.